Hi guys, welcome back to Here's How to Heal Yourself, but I doubt people will listen, part 2.1. In Wednesday's video, I briefly discussed one of my ideas of how you can heal yourself, which is all about conscious awareness and focusing on your wellness. In today's video, I will go a bit deeper on these two concepts and share a really cool technique that you can use right now to heal yourself. If you've never heard of the concept conscious awareness, it is all about becoming aware or understanding who you truly are. Because who you are is completely different from who you believe yourself to be. What I am sharing with you will go against all that you believe about yourself, yet I ask you to watch and listen to the whole video with an open mind and decide what you think afterwards. Let's begin. Spiritually, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Just let that sit within you for a bit, because once you accept and embody this concept, you can discover and understand how we can all heal ourselves. There are two very significant parts of us. The first part is physical, human, and the other part of us is spiritual, being, hence why we're called human beings. The physical part of us represents only 1% of who we really are. The other 99% is spiritual. Although you can see physical bodies walking around on earth and you can see your physicalness in the mirror, you are only seeing 1% of your personality. The other part of you, the most important part of you, is spiritual. There is a physical vessel that resides within you, meaning you're a spiritual being that has a physical vessel to help you live a human experience on earth. As these beautiful spiritual beings that we all are, we're all made of light, just like everything else in the universe. The light that we are made of flows through us as powerful energetic rays, yet the difference between humans and everything else that exists on the planet is that we have a consciousness within us and all around us, because this is what the universe consists of. Spiritually, this consciousness is known as the pure substance of God. Scientifically, the area that explains this in a more linear and physical manner is quantum physics. The most important thing and a very interesting thing about these concepts is that the traditional Māori knowledge that are acquired around this topic has explained these ideas for centuries and is held within our creation stories, just like every other indigenous culture on earth. And it is within these creation stories and every other story that we have in our indigenous cultures that we have been given the many systems, processes, and methods to learn how we can heal ourselves, while transforming the wounds, the diseases, and trauma that we have created within ourselves, which cause us all to become unwell and less focused on our wellness. Exploring how to deconstruct the stories that we have created about ourselves can and will help us heal. Once this is done, we can then transform our health along with creating new narratives and beliefs about our existence, which in turn help us acquire the necessary knowledge to discover our higher purpose and potential that goes way beyond what we can ever imagine or believe about ourselves, each other, and our reality. Okay, let's digress. While I take you through some really quick and easy techniques that you can use right now to heal yourself and allow all that information to sink within you for a bit. This is a meditation technique that you can use quite easily to connect to the more spiritual part of you. You have 6 spiritual bodies and a physical one. The spiritual body that you can connect to during this meditation is called your higher self or your inner being. Now, this is not your soul, as this is another spiritual part of you, which I'll explain in another video. This is a meditation technique that you can use quite easily because your higher self is the spiritual part of you that can help you heal anything that you want in your life. Alright, let's get started on this technique. So first of all, I want you to find a nice quiet place that you can just sit undisturbed for about 5 to 10 minutes. When you find this place, I just want you to sit down, or you can just lie down. Now once you've done that, I want you to close your eyes and breathe in deeply from your stomach, through your nose. Breathe in deeply and then breathe out. So inhale and exhale from your stomach and through your nose 4 to 5 times. And once you've done that, I just want you to relax, but keep your eyes closed. Now once you're nice and relaxed, I want you, while you're keeping your eyes closed, to focus your eyes on the middle of your forehead. So you're looking at the middle of your forehead with your eyes closed from the back of your eyes. Keep your eyes focused on the middle of your forehead all the time throughout this meditation, which is your third eye, the portal to your higher self. Now during this meditation, your mind will wander. If it does, just let it go, keeping your focus on your third eye. This way you are rewiring your brain and telling it that you are the boss. Do this for the next 3 minutes, keeping your focus and breathing in rhythm with each other. You may feel sensations tingling in your head. Your heart may pulsate stronger than it ever has. Just keeping going until you're done. All you are doing is connecting and getting your breathing and your focus on the middle part of your head. You're creating a rhythm with your breathing and keeping your focus on your third eye at the same time. So you're inhaling and exhaling, and while you're doing that, you are focusing on that third eye while your eyes are still closed. Now you're doing that for about 5 minutes. And once you've got your rhythm down packed, once you've got your rhythm going, then I want you to open your eyes, shake your hands, and allow your body to come back to the room you are in. Now, if you didn't feel anything, that's fine. What this meditation does is it also lets your higher self know that you are ready to connect to it, and you've given it permission to make contact with you. So do this every day, once or twice a day, one in the morning, one at night, until you get really, really good at keeping your focus on your third eye and rewiring your brain and breathing and getting that rhythm between your breathing and your focusing down packed. Now, in the next technique, I'm going to take you back and show you how you can change an event from your past. Now, to do this technique, you need to either get your body moving get your body moving so the energy is flowing before you actually do this technique. So dance and move around for about 1 to 2 minutes before you do this technique. And once you've moved your body around, I want you can either stand or you can sit down. And I want you to think of a event or scenario in your past that you would like to change. Now, not a traumatic event. Don't choose a event in the past that caused you a bit of trauma or hurt you really badly. This is just like a small kind of event, like when a teacher said something to you that made you sad, or when a parent made you feel yuck, or when you heard somebody talk about you that made you feel yuck or sad. Those kind of scenarios. All right. Now that you've chosen this scenario, what I want you to do is remember it, is to remember the scenario and start imagining the scene in your mind. I want you to think of how you responded to that scene, and imagine that you're in that scene, and I want you to remember about how you responded to that scene. Were you sad? Were you hurt? Were you angry? Did you cry? Imagine your response to it for about 45 seconds while reviewing that scene in your head. I don't want you to go into the scene. I just want you to remember it. And I just want you to remember your response to it and what the people may have done or said to you. That's it. Just remember that scene, but don't go into it. Next, I want you to think of a new scenario. I want you to think of what you would have liked to have seen or heard. What you would like, how would you have liked to responded? What better outcome would you have liked? Now, I want you to think about that for a little bit and then create the new scenario in your mind. Create what you would have liked to have happened in that scenario. So if it was a teacher and they said something to make you feel sad or yuck, like, Johnny, I told you that you couldn't do that. Why did you disobey me? Why did you go ahead and do what you wanted to like? And then you responded like, I wanted to do this, miss. And they go, well, I told you. Now that may have made you feel sad. So just imagine what a different scenario, something different that the teacher could have said to you and a different response. You are creating a whole different scene. You are creating a new narrative for that particular scene. And now once you have done that, I want you to imagine the new scenario and all the different responses that you want to change or recreate. Imagine the new scenario that you want to create, a different outcome, what people would have said about you. Just imagine that in your head. So take a few minutes to actually do that. So what you're doing is you're remembering a past scene that made you feel sad or a little unhappy. And then I want you to change it, recreate that narrative, recreate that scene in your head, and imagine something, a different response, imagine a different outcome, and imagine a different scene, and then recreate that in your head and imagine it. Take about 2 to 3 minutes to do that. Now, once you've done that, keep imagining it for the next few minutes. Include how you would feel, how others would feel, and what they'd say. Recreate the new scenario that you are happy with for the benefit of all. Once you've done that, inhale deeply. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a bit and then breathe out deeply. Exhale deeply and do that 4 to 5 times before you open your eyes. Now, this new scenario would have created a new feeling and a new energy within you. What I want you to do is do this every day. I want you to think of this new scene and this new outcome, and I want you to imagine that actually happened every day till you see a difference within you, till you feel a difference within you. And you will feel a difference, because I do this all the time, and you will feel a difference. You will notice an energetic shift towards that scene when you think of it. Now, this is just a small way of changing your narratives, and it's only a snippet of the power of what you can really, really do with your body, what you can really, really do with the energy that flows through you, what you can really, really do with this beautiful consciousness that's within and around you. And this is only one way that you can start healing yourself. Now, in the next video, I'm going to share another technique, just a technique on its own, that you can use to help you heal yourself and to help you change your narratives. All right, now this is a ripple effect, which means that the other people in the scene will feel the effects of this change also, and they would feel this change because time does not exist like we believe it to be. The past, the present, and the future all happen simultaneously. So if you change something from the past, it affects the present and it affects the future, because that's how time works spiritually. So there will be a ripple effect for those people in that scene that you imagined in your head. So, let me know what you think about this video, and let me know about if you've given this technique a go. I'd really look forward to hearing your responses. And if you have any and as always, if you have any comments, just pop them below. If you want to AMA, if you want to ask me anything, and share, and then if you want to ask me anything, then pop it down below, or you can DM me. And please, if you believe that another person will benefit from this, then please share it. I'd love you to do that. And thank you for listening, and thank you for taking the time to do these techniques. And I will see you in the next video. Mauriora. Thank you. Bye.